In this video, I wanted to give a quick tutorial of the XML node in n8n. Now, if you've been around as long as I have, you'll know that XML actually used to be a type of structuring of text data that we would use kind of before we were really focused on using JSON. And so you often see in websites that they still use XML in some circumstances, such as for sitemaps. If you go to a website and you go to try to find their sitemaps, what you're going to find is an XML file. So your URL will have the URL, and at the end it's going to say .xml. Well, if you want to process data that's in XML format, you kind of need to convert it first into a usable form that's usable by n8n. All right, and so that's why we have our XML node. Now, it also works the other way. So if I come in here, I can convert XML to JSON. I can also convert JSON to XML. And so just real quick, I'll show you here. I've got a sitemap. I've got my own website sitemap here, and you'll see that it ends with .xml. And if I come up here and I just open up a new tab and I drop that in there, we have my sitemap. And this is a WordPress website using Jetpack. And so here's my XML file, my sitemap. It's all of my various pages on my website, but it's not JSON. It's not easily just pulled out of my website to be able to then be processed. If I tried to process that just as is, it would break with my workflows. And so what we can do is we use this XML node in order to be able to convert it to JSON. So here, what I'm going to do is I just have an HTTP node that's going to pull out my website. So let's go ahead and fix this. Boom, put that in there. We're going to run it. Get my XML data, and even shows us here it's XML and the version of it. It's it's encoding and all that information. Again, it's not JSON. It would not be usable in its current format. But if I use this XML node here to convert from XML to JSON, I push this little button, boom, we get a perfectly structured set of data that I can now pass forward into all of my workflows and really be able to pull the data out. So what's a use case for this, you may be asking? Well, if you're building a bot that's trying to scrape people's web pages and you go to their sitemap to try to find all their web pages, the sitemap's not readable unless you convert it to JSON first. All right, so that's one example. And so I use this for my lead scraper tools. I'm able to then go and have it search for all kinds of different possible sitemaps that are on anybody's websites. It goes, it finds the most likely candidate. It then runs it through a quick search. If it hits right on the HTTP request, if I don't get like a 401 or a 403 error, then I know I got a sitemap. I can then run it through the XML node and I get my output that then gives me the entire list of all their pages. So nice little node. It has some limited use cases, but it is still valuable. And if you think this is going to be helpful for you, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. It really does help. Looking to take your AI development further with more tutorials and free n8n workflows? Simply click the link in the description below to go to our free school community, where you can find many more AI and n8n tutorials, as well as all of our starter workflows that will allow you to start building AI tools directly into your business. And if you're serious about building AI automation tools into your business using n8n, be sure to check out our advanced community, where we give new tools each week that will actually make a difference in your business. This is where we keep all of our exclusive tools and resources for committed business owners looking to ride this AI wave. In addition, you'll get direct access to me to help you through your setup and tech issues, our business building course library, and so much more. And as always, I'm Bradford Carlton. Let's automate your success together.